Hey all you pigs and piglets, thanks for tuning in to another wonderful episode of your favorite podcast. This week's beer of the week is the Dude White Russian Java Porter, which I am an extreme fan of the name and an extreme fan of the beer. I had this beer last week and it is fucking fantastic. It is produced by Crown Brewing Company. It has an ABV of 6.1%. The description: do you need something that will tie the room together? Our very own industrial porter infused with White Russian flavored coffee from Mean Bean Roasters in Galena, Illinois. Give it a try. If you do not like it, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man. So
this is probably the best beer you've ever had on the show.
Ever reviewed.
Because I love the movie.
It is, yeah, the Big Lebowski. Jeff Bridges plays the dude, if you don't know what this movie's from. This beer ties it together just like the rug in his apartment.
Right.
This beer is absolutely wonderful. If you've ever had a White Russian, literally take that, but throw it in a porter beer. It is fucking fantastic without the vodka, though. If you've never had a White Russian and you don't plan on having one because you are lactose intolerant, this is a good match for you because it is beer. So go out and get the Dude White Russian Java Porter from Crown Brewing Co. today. I highly recommend. It is Cummcast approved. Now enjoy this catchy intro music to this wonderful episode of the Cummcast. Hello everyone, welcome to the Cummcast. Now Ryan, let's talk about how big of a dickhead you are. Like how you make plans with somebody and you bail on them. Let's address that situation. We were just talking about that before we started the recording.
We all live our own lives. I can't cater to yours.
That's not a fucking excuse. No. You don't make plans with somebody.
Never said it was an excuse.
No, don't ever like if you're Ryan's friend, or if you want to be Ryan's friend and you're having a baby and you got to count on him to watch your cat while you're in the hospital having your baby, fuck him, because he's not gonna do it. He's gonna say, I gotta live my own life, man. I'm wearing sunglasses inside the studio right now because the sun's out.
It's bright in here.
The sun's out in the room. So, no, I don't feed nobody else's cat.
A, I'm not looking for new friends. And B, fuck your cat. Alright? That's what I'm saying. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cummcast. I am Ryan, your fucking host. And Cody, the white t-shirt maniac, fucking Neapolitan-looking ass, big-headed motherfucker, is also here. As you can tell.
You know what, man? You're really harshing my vibe, alright? I just got this rug and you pissed on it. Like, you pissed on my rug, man. Like, why'd you do that? I just got that rug, man. Now I gotta go get another one. You know how much that costs? You gonna replace my rug? Oh, no, you're gonna drown me in a bathtub with a ferret.
They didn't drown him. They just threw the ferret in there.
Oh, they threw the ferret in the bathtub. Yeah. How's it going, everybody? I am
fucking marmot, man.
I am your pig milking general. Welcome to another wonderful episode of your favorite podcast and mine and everybody else's that's never heard of it. It's their favorite. They just,
exactly.
Like, man.
It's their favorite. They just don't fucking know it yet.
They're just like, man, I've had these two voices in my head. They're from, these two twin brothers from the Midwest. I think like around Indiana or something like that. I can't get them out of my head. I don't know what this is. It's called like the Cummcast. And then your friends are all like, huh, you said cum.
Yeah. That's exactly how it goes.
Yeah.
I was talking to Mom, and some of her friends, they were like, I can't believe your boys have a podcast. And I was like, and she's like, yeah. She's like, I can't believe it's called the Cummcast. And they started laughing.
Well, when you think about it, when you think about the name, initially, you know who the perverts are. And then you know, like, okay, so, like, the cool people that I do comedy with, the more hipster, artist type of people that I hang out with sometimes, they don't talk about it being, they don't mention anything about cum. They don't say anything about it saying cum. They're just kind of like, cummcast. They're like, oh, that's cool, whatever, because they're not judgy and they're not preverts.
Right.
But I'm not saying anybody's judgy or a pervert, but
everybody's judgmental. I
yeah,
don't care
100%. Yeah, 100%. But
everybody judges everybody else.
But it just depends on who you are. But if you have to kind of think about it, we chose the name because it is our last name, and that's also why we wanted to include our name in the subtitle of the title of the podcast to show that that's our name. And the only reason why we didn't have one M instead of two is to show that we're not fucking like gross. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's what it is. Like, I didn't want us to seem like we're fucking gross.
And excuse the
gardener. Excuse the gardener.
He had to fucking mow right now.
Yeah, 1:00 in the afternoon. Why don't they like do that shit like
the hottest part of the day? Do it at 9.
Yeah, why don't they do it like
fucking Pablo? I swear.
Yeah, I swear, Pablo the gardener. And Pablo is white. Yeah. He is not Mexican because we are not racist. So we hire. No, that's not right. What? I said we are not racist. We don't hire. We hire a white gardener.
He works for free. Okay.
The gardener's name is not Pablo.
It's his privilege to mow my yard.
Yeah, the gardener's name's not Pablo.
Yeah, maybe whenever we move the studio up to your apartment, we don't have to worry about that bullshit.
No, I do not have a gardener. My apartment complex pays somebody to do that, which is by far the ultimate trade-up for having an apartment. In my opinion, personally, I think that never mowing is pretty fucking sweet. Like, I can have all the trees I want in my yard, and I never have to trim them.
Right.
Ever. I can just look at all the squirrels and birds and shit, and that's it. And just revel in the excellence that gets performed every week by some company.
I don't know. People are different. People like mowing their yard. People like tending to their grass and all that stuff. Sometimes I enjoy it because you just get the yard done, and you actually get some sweat out, and especially when it's hot like this, it's like 86 feels like 91 or something out there today. So
I get my groceries delivered because I don't want to go to the grocery store sometimes. So
yeah, America has definitely gotten lazy.
I am lazy. So my personality is not a lazy personality, but I will say that there is certain things I just don't want to fuck with.
Sometimes we don't want to do shit.
So I purposefully...
We're gonna do.
So since I moved out of here, you don't have a dishwasher. And
well, no, I'm not fucking rich.
They're actually very affordable.
Yeah, I know. Everybody has a dishwasher now. Not me. Wash that bitch by hand.
Actually, they have tabletop dishwashers. It's like it's like the size of a large microwave, and like a really large microwave, and they're like $200.
Yeah, but then you got to find a hookup for it.
No, it hooks up to your sink.
Oh,
yeah, it's pretty sweet. But
I'm not into renovations.
Oh well. But no, it's pretty cool. It only uses like 3 gallons of water. It can wash a whole plating set, so like all the silverware and stuff. It's pretty cool if you live in a small apartment and you have like plenty of counter space. I mean, Amazon has it for like $200.
I just bought an ice maker because I don't want to use the trays anymore.
You just bought a fucking ice maker?
Fuck yeah. It can make...
I know, I'm not rich, but I got an ice maker that makes the weird shaped ice cubes.
What?
It looks like the head of a dick.
Yeah, it does.
Dick ice.
That's just because that's how they freeze.
I got really white Suburban Mom this week, and I made mixed berry infused ice cubes. I got real white privilege this week.
They have those ones like I've seen people make like if you do drink like an iced coffee or something like that, they make the coffee and then freeze it so it doesn't water it down. It just replenishes it with more coffee. So
yeah,
it's a thing.
And all you people to think that having mixed fruit is white privilege or just like uppity suburban mom, like you have like some money. Cheyenne, when she was younger, that
I don't think that at all.
Okay, I know.
Mixed berries. It's $5.99 at the fucking grocery store.
I'm talking about like people listening.
Oh,
it's a bit. You fucktard.
Oh,
Jesus.
It was not.
Or fuck nut. Sorry, not the R word. But anyway, I didn't say the R word. But anyway,
you said the R word.
But no, Cheyenne. I think she told me this when she was younger. I want to say when they wanted, like, they would get the juice from, like, the frozen in the fucking can thing. Like, you know, the frozen juice in the can.
Like the concentrated pink lemonade stuff?
Yeah, like the orange juice in the can, yeah. And she told me that, well, Cheyenne, when she was growing up, she didn't have a lot of, she's gave a relationship with her in my life. Excuse Pablo, the gardener, on his brand new lawnmower that we bought him, which we didn't, but, he probably used the $50 gift card we got him for Father's Day. Yeah, we have a to buy that lawnmower.
Yeah,
but no, dating Cheyenne has given me an insight into people that don't. We grew up pretty well. We definitely.
I mean, we were all right.
I mean, both of our parents were middle class.
We didn't have to worry about it.
We didn't have to worry about money, really. We grew up with, we had everything we needed.
Right.
We were spoiled, kind of, but not.
But Cheyenne's people are different.
Yeah, Cheyenne's people. No, Cheyenne, her insight into her growing up, her family, they didn't have money. Then they had a lot of money, more than upper middle class.
Then they lost it.
And then they didn't. So they played both sides of the tracks. And so I mean, they got really, she grew up like that. So we're talking like government funded food, like the cheese sometimes, and then like her mom,
the government cheese.
Yeah, seriously, it was government cheese. She's like, it was just cheese, it's kind of like Velveeta, but not it was just government cheese. It was just, they call it government cheese, but it's not like government cheese back in the day. Government cheese now is like food stamps, technically, because the government's giving it to you. But no, like government cheese back then, back like in the 80s and 90s, like in the 80s, it was like, it said like cheese on it. I don't know, something crazy like that.
It just says, yellow cheese.
Yeah, like it just says yellow brick.
Well, that's just like, that always killed me whenever people go to like Subway or something like that. And they're like, what kind of cheese? Yellow or white? That's how, I feel like that's like,
it's
trash.
Cheddar, it's cheddar or American.
I know, it's like, it's trashy though. It's like, let me get the yellow cheese.
Yeah. Have you ever heard anybody say yellow cheese?
Yellow cheese.
Yellow cheese?
Yellow. There's no O in there.
Have you ever heard anybody say yellow cheese?
Let me get that yellow cheese. Yeah.
You've heard somebody say yellow cheese in Subway.
Yeah, old people.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, look, can I get a foot-long BMT? What kind of cheese? Yellow cheese.
Yellow cheese. No, but it gave me kind of an insight into people that grew up, a little harder than we did. And sometimes she grew up a lot harder, which I feel for that and I understand it. So I'm glad that she's went into depth, because it was kind of a rough time. It's a rough time for people.
Did you say went into death?
No, in depth.
Oh, in depth.
She went in depth with me, and explaining her background growing up, because it would have definitely been hard. Like her parents would buy like gallons of milk with their food stamps, and then they didn't have any more for the month, so they would, and the milk wouldn't last forever, so they'd freeze it. And that's, Cheyenne is the one that told me that if you freeze dairy, when you thaw it back out, it doesn't thaw back out like milk anymore. The cream separates from the, the fat. The cream separates from the fat.
So the fat's just on top.
So yeah, it's like when you.
So the healthy kids.
Yeah.
Got the first glass.
Yeah. So yeah, like the fat is on top, and then the cream's on the bottom.
Didn't matter.
So
if
no, it doesn't matter. No, it's completely.
Because you basically have to re-boil it.
So yeah, you would have to re-pasteurize it. Really? Basically. So she's like, yeah, we figured that out real quick. She freezed it once, and then we couldn't do it anymore.
Right.
But But yeah, it's like when you dump, like when those guys do those challenges and they dump a whole thing of Monster in a glass and they put milk on top of it and just sits there fucking,
cottage cheese on top.
Gross.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
So I said, healthy kids got the first glass.
Yeah, healthy kids got the first glass.
You can tell which kids got that frozen milk first glass. Yeah. They are fat.
That's like, what is that? What the fuck's that show on Amazon Prime? With Dennis Quaid.
My Strange Addiction.
No, that's not Amazon Prime.
Twister.
No. What's that show? It's the Antarctic Research Facility on Amazon Prime. What is that show? Fortitude. That's like Fortitude with that weird creepy fucking dude and his wife who's his overweight wife.
And she's the feeder.
Yeah, and she's getting sick and he's got one of those, they call them feeders. It's a fetish. And they always want to have a fat partner.
I know somebody like that works with me.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So they always want to have a fat partner. So she's like sick, and he's like, "Here, drink this. You need your strength." And he's feeding her condensed milk through a straw. And if you guys don't know, some people don't know what condensed milk is, it is sugar.
In liquid form.
It's milk. It's milk in like syrup form. Yeah. So they take all the milk sugar. They took all the milk sugar and the milk fat and put it together. So think like vanilla icing, but it's milk.
Yeah.
It's literally what it is. Condensed milk is like the sugar form of milk. And if you guys don't know, and they add sugar to it, there's a lot of sugar in milk, and they add even more. So he's like having her drink this through a fucking straw to like make her strong. I'm like, no, you're just making her more fat. And by the time in the show she dies, she's fatter than what she was when she was like healthy.
Yeah.
Because all she does is lay there in bed dying, and he's feeding her condensed milk and fucking Oreos and shit.
I wish they'd come out with season 3 with that fucking show, but it's like Netherlands.
Norwegian,
something like that.
It's Norwegian,
which is crazy.
Which is the Netherlands, I think.
I don't know. Which is crazy they got Dennis Quaid, but I love that show. It's a good show.
Well,
if you ever want to watch it, it's called Fortitude. They have 2 seasons on Amazon Prime, and it's worth a watch. It's different. It's like they're all on this. It's in the Antarctic region, and they're all on this. They all live on a glacier. And, like, they can't bury bodies there because the ground is so frozen that they even, like, back in the day, they tried to bury bodies there, like, during the plague times. Because people have lived there forever. But they buried bodies during plague times, and, like, the bodies still have the plague that are buried there. That's how frozen and that shit is. So they have to, like, ship them out and bury them somewhere where they can solid ground.
So the Netherlands is in Europe, and it's right there on the very top left-hand side. It's right around Amsterdam area. That's the Netherlands.
Okay, then that's not the Netherlands.
So, no, Norway is... Norway, I don't know where that's actually at. But, yeah, it's a Norwegian show. But yeah, it takes forever to get on Amazon Prime when they produce a season. But honestly, it's a good watch.
It's intense.
Dennis Quaid doesn't show up till season 2, but Fortitude on Netflix, it is a good fucking watch. Yeah. It really is. And think of it as 30 Days of Night, but no vampires.
Yeah, but just a corrupt town.
And
they all drink reindeer piss.
Yeah, think of it as 30 Days of Night, but no vampires, corrupt town. They drink reindeer piss, and they call it, what do they call it?
Muskimo.
Muskimo, or like Jingle Jangle, or no, it's...
They make reindeer eat these mushrooms.
Yeah.
And it makes their piss psychedelic, and they drink their piss. And then it's kind of like, I don't know how you would put it, but then people go crazy and, like, kill people on it.
It's like PCP. And then you got this prehistoric killer, like, fucking plague shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
So Norway is basically, let me zoom out here. Okay, so Norway is same region, but it's like kind of across the other
Well,
way.
The thing is, it's a Norwegian TV show.
Right.
It's not based in Norway.
Okay, whatever. But either way, it's fucking cold. I think it's based in Iceland. to be honest.
Maybe. I don't know.
Either way. So Norway is over by Sweden. It's right next to Sweden and Finland. So same. It's actually
same.
Is it part of Russia?
Maybe.
It's part of Russia, technically.
I don't think it's part of Russia.
It's right next to Russia.
It's right next to Russia.
It's right next to Russia and Poland.
Russia is Russia.
And Denmark. And then you got Europe up here.
Europe?
Europe.
Oh.
So we hope you all have had a great week this week. This week, no, it's not been a bad week for me. It's been all right. The rain is coming a lot. There's a threat of a dust storm from fucking Africa. Something crazy.
It's not from Africa.
It's from the Sahara Desert. Where's the Sahara? Africa?
No, you fucking idiot. It's in America.
The Sahara Desert is not in Africa.
It's not in Africa.
Sahara Dust 2020.
It ain't from Africa.
I'm pretty sure the Sahara is in Africa.
I don't think so.
Either way, so we have the threat of a dust storm.
It wouldn't blow that far.
We have a threat of a dust storm. Racism is at an all-time high.
I ain't worried about that fucking dust storm. They're just trying to scare you.
Oh, it's actually like in the United States, right?
I mean, they had the Dust Bowl.
The Saharan Desert is in fucking Africa.
Okay.
It's in Algeria.
Well, I remember they had the Dust Bowl a long time ago, but that was in like Oklahoma and all that shit.
Don't fucking tell me what I know. No, the reason why the Dust Bowl happened is because
it was so dry.
It was so dry, and
then they had dust storms for like 42 days.
Right.
And you couldn't, it would like, and back then, everybody's houses still had like cracks in them. There was no AC, no ice, nothing like that. And then maybe ice, maybe electricity too. I lied. Anyway, dust would come in from everywhere. And like I was listening to a guy who grew up in the Dust Bowl or whatever. He was just telling a story. And like whenever they would go to bed.
You were talking to a guy that grew up in the Dust Bowl?
I wasn't talking to him, but I watched the YouTube video and he was talking about it. And he was telling me about it. And he said before they'd go to bed, their mom would lay a wet towel or washcloth over their face because everything would just come in. And when you get up, you would just be covered in dirt. There would just be like 10 pounds of dirt on you and you'd have to get up and shake it off. And they dusted out, like sweep out the house every day. And it was just a nightmare. You couldn't do anything. Animals died. You just couldn't do shit.
Oh, yes. The life of a mole.
Yeah.
Yep. The life of a mole is a strange and trying time. You have no eyes, but you have a fuzzy flower-shaped nose.
It's only certain moles.
Can you imagine, dude? Can you imagine if everybody was a mole? Like, if everybody was a mole, nobody judge anybody because nobody can, like...
Aren't we all moles?
I can feel your fat.
Aren't we all moles? We all are blinded by society.
Oh, God. Don't do that. So, yeah, we are, wouldn't be... If we were all just a world of moles, nobody could see anybody, but our noses would get in the way and be like, I can feel your fat, like Ray Charles. He's like, he can feel your wrists, see how fat you are.
He always wanted to feel your wrists so he could tell how pretty you were.
Yeah, so he could, like, commit adultery with you.
Right.
so he could cheat on his wife before he does his heroin.
Hey, it made it easier.
Rest in peace, Ray Charles.
Yeah. So yeah, not today, but this week hasn't been too bad. I got a new car. Been enjoying the shit out of that.
Woo!
Pretty happy about that. It's better than driving a truck around everywhere.
Speaking of suburban moms, how's your new car?
It's not a suburban mom car. It's a very affordable, nice car.
It is a very affordable, nice car. You got the newer Chevy Malibu. So I mean, it's really not a bad car. He used the future of car buying. You ordered off a Carvana, right?
Yeah.
So you ordered off a Carvana, and literally, I was talking to some friends about it at work, and I told them. They said, "How did that work?" And I told them, literally, he ordered it, they brought it, and the dude was gone in an hour. I said, it takes all fucking day at a dealership to buy a car.
Yeah.
It literally does. And I was actually talking to our mom about it, and she said it took me all day. I was there for like 4 hours buying that car.
Yep.
I was like, it's crazy. I said, this is literally the future of car buying. It's insane where we're at now. You buy a car, they bring it to you, and guess what? You don't like it? No biggie. We'll come back and fucking pull out of your driveway in a week.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. It's insane. And, so, if you have money to put down, they just take that from you when you order it, or what?
They take it after the 7 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then they already have your payments and everything else, and...
Yeah, you can finance through them. You can do warranties through them. You can do all kinds of shit through them. So
it's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, you literally bought a car and he highlighted all the shit for you to sign. It took you 5 minutes to sign it.
Yep.
And when usually you have to read through everything and they come back and try to get you to do all these other deals and all this shit, when literally all you did was buy a car and it took you an hour. It took him longer to drive it to you.
Yeah.
Which is insane. It's the future of car buying, and I am considering using it.
And then in most states, they take care of the registration for you, too.
Yeah, so I know here in Indiana, they are taking care of your registration, going through the state, and taking care of all of your registration, sending you all of your necessary plates and information, which is crazy. Like, that's just fucking insane to me that
it's pretty easy. They don't
time.
have all the fees and all that shit like a lot of dealerships.
Right. We're at this time in our life that we can literally get anything. Where I live, I can get anything delivered to me. I can get alcohol delivered to me. I can get groceries, food from anywhere. But the fact that I can get a car delivered to my house, they're not taking it away. Like, it's not getting repoed. They're bringing you one.
Yeah.
You bought it. It's yours. And you got 7 days to test drive it. You don't get fucking test drives from a dealership.
Well, I mean, you do.
You do, but you don't get... You have a certain amount of time. If you buy a brand new car, you get a certain amount of time to see if you like it. And then, but see, once you bring it back, it's not worth the same amount.
No.
It's not. It loses $5,000, like, minimum. Off the fucking lot, it ain't worth that much. So you gotta pay them to take it back.
Right.
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy, like, that this is, like, the time in our lives that we can get anything delivered to us. I was actually looking into it the other day because I am gonna seek out a new car within a year, probably. And I thought about it. I was like, fuck it. Honestly, I'm off 4 days a week. I don't have a problem with staying home and waiting for somebody to deliver my fucking new car.
Yeah.
So...
Well, let me know, because I have referral cards that'll get you $500 off.
Oh, sweet fucking tits, bro. So Ryan's got a referral card if anybody wants a new car. But you have to send us an email and give us a topic to talk about, or you don't get a fucking thing. But we hope you all had a great week this week. So, did you see the thing about the kid getting headbutt by the bison this week?
Well, if they were playing chicken, he's a fucking idiot.
No, yeah, they were in a national park, and the kid looked at him, and he gave him the fucking mean eyes, and he did like the 2 fingers in his eyes.
Yeah, you're not supposed to look him in the eye.
He put his 2 fingers up on his head.
Oh, fuck.
And he stamped his feet, like shucked his feet back at the bison. He goes, "Bring it, bitch." And the kid's 7, and then he ran at the bison with his two finger horns out, and he headbutted the bison, and the kid died. And that's pretty much it. No, not really. So
I was gonna say, hey, that kid died of bad.
So basically, this is the ultimate bad parenting. I'm sure if you guys haven't seen this article.
It's a drive-through safari.
You guys have to look up this fucking article unless you don't want to, whatever. But no, this article is insane. This happened this week. So a bison rams child hanging out of a car while at a wild safari drive-through. So basically people, they get their cars and they basically just drive through this wild safari. It's a national park. It's a cool way to do things, but you have to stay. The rules are you have to stay inside the vehicle at all times.
You can roll your window down.
Yeah, you can't feed any of them, but you have to stay inside the vehicle. And and there is this buffalo, a bison, that's just walking by, and the kids have like a fucking carrot or something. There's two of them hanging out the back window. All of their body, I think from like their chest up, is hanging out. And there's two of them. And they got like a carrot or something in their mouth. And bisons are extremely territorial. They fuck up like... I'm pretty sure bisons have like rammed 10 people this year. And like that one, there was one, they were hiking in the national park. And it says to stay at least 100 feet away from bison. And they're walking 30 feet from it. Yeah. And the bison, it was during mating season. And the fucking bison ran after this girl. And she went like 30 feet in the air.
Now the thing with that story was that her and her boyfriend or her husband went the day before, and he got fucking gored, and he was in the hospital. She went back, and then she got fucking gored.
Yeah. So a bison rammed a child hanging out of a vehicle at the Wild Drive-Thru Safari. The park says the child was not injured. So the article says...
I thought he died.
No, it was a joke. He didn't die. So...
well, that's fucking good.
The Wild Park in Chinanango is hosting a drive-through safari, allowing cars to travel through the park, getting a look at some of the park's animals as they roam the grounds. The safari turns scary for one family as the bison appears to approach the vehicle and then ram a child hanging out of the vehicle's rear window. So I have seen the fucking video. It is... Do you want to see it?
Sure.
It's fucking insane, dude. Let me go back to... this article real quick.
Well, yeah, you got my hopes up. I was like, if he died, no. But if he's okay, cool. Yeah, let's see it.
Give me 1 second. It's right here. So, they're hanging out the window, and they got like a carrot in their hand or something. They've got something in their hand.
Right there.
So here's the video. It is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. Fucking scary, dude. Like, can you imagine being the parent in the back of that seat? I mean, it's your fault, obviously. You let your kid fucking hang out the window. Oh, fuck! Yeah. He smoked that kid. Yeah, the bison didn't really butt his head very much, but the kid was hanging out the window far enough that he got jacked.
He had like his up to his armpits, and he was holding the carrot. He's just a little kid, and of course he was reaching down to do it, and that bison's like, nope, and just kind of went like that, and that kid's head went back and smacked the fucking top of the door.
Yeah.
Play it one more time.
Okay. I mean, I'm glad he's okay. This is bad parenting on all levels. It says to stay
I don't know if it's bad parenting.
Yes, it says to stay in the car at all times.
Oh, fuck.
He gets horned in the...
That one kid pulled back.
He gets horned in the fucking jaw, dude. We'll watch it one more time.
No, he didn't get horned. It was just his fucking head.
Well, we're still going to watch it one more time. Bison just... I mean, he looks friendly, but they don't fuck around, dude. He's a buffalo.
This kid's like 8 or 9.
And then he goes, ah!
Like,
yeah.
No
dude,
shit.
He got fucked up by a buffalo, man.
Fucking serious whiplash.
And now his parents are like, I want him on my barbecue. He shouldn't have hurt my kid.
Well, don't let you... they're not even supposed to hang out the window.
No, you're supposed to be inside the vehicle at all times. It's your own fucking fault, dude. I guarantee you sign a waiver. But
probably.
If you don't, you should.
I bet they try to sue this park, too.
Oh, I guarantee it. So we reached out to the Wild, and a representative says that they have strict rules to keep your body inside the car at all times, and every car gets the rules individually relayed to them. The Wild says, out of respect for the family, they're limiting their remarks on the situation. Of course you fucking are! You say, Billy wanted to feed the buffalo a carrot, and now he has half a face. So the park is aware of the incident and says they assisted the family as they exited the safari, and the child didn't seem injured from what they could tell. We take public safety very seriously. The bison in the video has been relocated and is no longer part of the safari. What? I'm glad you didn't fucking kill it at least.
It's not his fucking fault.
No. He doesn't like carrots.
Bitch wanted to hang out the window, you fucking get headbutt.
No, he doesn't like fucking carrots.
I hate how they do that, though.
You don't feed buffalo.
I get like, oh, he could possibly do it again, but keep your fucking arms and legs inside the fucking vehicle at all times.
So the Wild Animal Park was recently sued by the town of Sullivan over the safari for operating without the appropriate permits and for violating zoning.
So they're just bad people.
Since then, the park and town have come to an agreement allowing the safari to continue to operate. Oh, and don't forget the safari is open 7 days a week, 9 to 5 a.m.
Had to get the plug in. Had to get the plug in.
Yeah, had to. I mean, it's in the article. Had to get that plug in, man. No, I seen this video and I was like, that is fucking
insane. He got fucking rocked.
Insane, dude. I bet you won't break the rules anymore now, will you, Billy?
That bitch had whiplash.
Will you, Billy? You won't break the fucking rules anymore, will you, you fucking twat?
I don't know.
So,
I've been catching up on my lists and all that stuff, and did I talk about the Chernobyl documentary on here?
Mm-mm.
I didn't? Did I tell you about it?
I have it on my watch list on Hulu. I have not been able to watch that yet. Is it good?
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's, because I don't know, I forget when it came out, like 2018 or 19. I forget. It was been a couple of years ago, I think, and it's been on my watch list on, if you have HBO, you could watch it, and if you don't have HBO, fucking get it. It's like an extra $15 a month.
I know that the Chernobyl movie was actually pretty decent. Like it wasn't
that one just came out, I thought.
Chernobyl movie? No, it came out years ago.
Oh, really?
It came out like 2015 or something.
Well, this is like it's like a 4 or 5 part series, and they're all like 48 minutes long or 45 minutes long each episode. But it just talks about like from beginning to end, and it is fucking great. It's really good. I've heard that it was really good, and I finally was like, yeah, let's go ahead and watch it. And I was watching it, like I watched like the first 2 episodes at Mom's house, and then I was like, I'm gonna keep watching this shit because it is fucking good.
Well, I guess they did just produce one in 2019, but I swear they made one earlier than that.
I don't think so. I think they did. But it was like a documentary, and it's not very good, because I've seen it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because I've seen it, and it was just like scientists going back now. But this is like throughout the whole thing and how it all happened and all this stuff. But I watched that, and that's been pretty good. And now I finally started Breaking Bad, which have started in 2013, and I am addicted. I'm on season 3 already, and I'm hooked on Breaking Bad. Which it is a really, really good show.
Well, Breaking Bad finished in like 2012.
Yeah, but it's
something crazy like that.
No, it didn't. It started in 2013.
Whatever.
That's what I just said.
It finished when did it finish? 2018?
Like 2 years ago.
2017, something
2018.
Like
that. I know El Camino came out like 2
last
years. Last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I finally started doing that, and I was kind of trying to knock down my fucking watch list, but every time I get on there, I see something else that they add on there. I was like, oh, that looks good. I still need to watch what's that? It's the Five Bloods. Is that what it's called on Netflix? It's about the black soldiers, like the first all black platoon or something like that.
Oh, that's called
it's like the Five Bloods, right? DA Five Bloods, I think.
What?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
I don't think so. Are you talking about the movie with the fucking...
It just came out.
Oh, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
It's on Netflix. I'll look it up. But I think it's called The Five Bloods and DA Five Bloods. I don't know. But it's about the first all-black platoon in Vietnam, I believe.
The Five Bloods.
Yeah, that's it. DA Five Bloods.
Yeah.
Netflix.
So, let's see.
Yeah, but it just came out on Netflix, and it's about like the first all-black platoon in Vietnam, and
the story of 4 African American vets, Paul, Otis, Eddie, and Melvin, who so they're the first like.
Says they battled the forces of nature, and when they returned to Vietnam, seeking the remains of their fallen squad leader and the gold fortune he helped them hide. Yeah, it's about the.
So
an all-black platoon.
Based on a true story?
Yeah.
Then?
It's about an all-black platoon in Vietnam, and whenever they were there, they found like a bunch of this gold. I don't know what kind of gold it is. Maybe Nazi gold, I'm guessing.
Ryan.
Because
Ryan. I don't think it's Nazi gold.
What in Vietnam and Germany pretty tight?
I I don't think so. This is the Vietnam War, not World War II.
I don't know. Anyway, they found a bunch of gold. And
hey, news, everybody. The leader of Vietnam and Hitler were like besties.
Hitler was tight with everybody.
Yeah, Hitler was like best fucking friends with like everybody.
He showed up to the party.
He showed up to hey, Hitler!
And he's like,
hello guys, how you doing today?
That's not how he sounds.
No, I don't know. I don't know how a German person sounds.
Oof, it's me, Hitler. Hi. Yes, I shaved the mustache. Yes, it's me.
Check out my new bathing suit.
Yeah. Oh, Ava, come here. Yeah, but it's
Guess what, Ava? Guess what, everyone? Ava's never done heroin before. Isn't that funny?
I got one testicle.
Isn't that hilarious? I took mustard gas in the face and then I went crazy. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Come on, Ava. The Americans are coming. Let's give our dogs poison and then shoot ourselves in the face.
That's the craziest thing. Like, he gave their 2 fucking dogs poison and shot them and they took a bullet.
Yeah, bro. Nobody likes a dead dog. He wanted to be sad.
That's ridiculous. If he even died, he may escape to Argentina. Anyway,
if he did, he's fucking dead now.
Anyway, they find that movie's, they go back to get all this gold and shit because they made like a pact or whatever. And if you watch it, I've seen like a video of it and like, Vietnam, like, during that time, I guess, is still pretty hostile. They still got fucking landmines and shit everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know, in certain villages in, like, Laos and Burma and, like, Thailand and shit, when they, during that war, there's like, active bombs that never blew up. So, right. And they're just sitting in the middle of the woods somewhere. Mm-hmm. And there's pictures of them, and you can go online and you can look up just places in Thailand and Burma and Laos and Vietnam
where people
just in the middle of the woods somewhere. There is just this fucking bomb that somebody dropped out of a plane, and it was a dud. So the ignition was a dud, but the bomb is not.
Yeah,
and it'll blow up like a quarter square mile. And so don't touch it, kids.
Right.
Yeah, that's insane. And speaking of shit that's just in the middle of the woods.
Bombs.
Speaking of this like shit that's just in the middle of the woods, Hitler's
what the fuck?
that was part of the video. So like when Hitler was trying to build his giant megacity,
Hitler tried to build a megacity?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, Hitler's megacity was like a major city today, which didn't exist in the 40s. He was trying to build a major city today, so like a huge stadium.
I feel like that dude would have been more successful if he just didn't put all his eggs in one basket.
Hitler
he's trying to create the number one race and he's trying to build a city. Let's do one at a time.
Like, bro, come on now. You can't do like all the multitasking. You gotta like pick some. So, I'm trying to find the ruins.
Oh, so he started on it.
Yes, he started building his mega city. Here we go. No, that's just him. So he tried to build this mega city, and literally this city was going to be the size of a normal city today. Like, here's the ruins from one of the buildings. So Germany's mega structure. So he tried to build these giant structures, this giant city, like a major city today, but in the 40s didn't exist. It did not exist. But he tried to build it like this giant, like a giant football stadium, or today, he was trying to build that. So in the middle, like he started building it before he died and before they, lost the war because they're bitches. So before they lost the war and the war ended, these giant structures are just still there. They can't take them down because they're fucking huge. I mean, they probably could take them down, and I'm sure they probably have taken some of them down now. This might be an old picture, but somewhere just in the middle of the woods, like here is his plans. Here's a picture of his plans. It's called for Germania.
Oh wow!
But it's just
better fucking name.
But in some places, just in the middle of the woods, there's like these giant, huge towers, just these pillars that were unfinished, and they're just sitting there.
Huh.
You know, now they might have taken them down in recent years because here's the thing. Once Germany lost the war, nobody never made them forget, which they don't deserve to ever forget about that. But we still hold that shit, above their heads still today. And I think we kind of have to.
Who, Germany?
Yeah.
I think we're allies with Germany now.
I mean, we're on good terms with Germany, but, don't fuck with us or we'll win the war again. You know, right. It's one of those things. No, it's when they. It
was Russia. Russia was a problem. Then it was Germany.
When they made the, what the hell is that? I can't remember the document name, but when they went to sign that, they're like, they gave Germany a bunch of rules, you can't have this many people in your military, you can have this much economy, you can spend this much on this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
And they basically kind of stuck to that this entire time.
Huh.
But now Germany, if there was another fucking world war, pretty sure Germany would be like, no thank you, I'm gonna have my schnitzel and just chill out here. No thank you. Because, now they're pretty fucking lax. So Germany, sex to them is fucking nothing. They fuck everybody because they don't care.
Yeah.
But they're titans of industry, though. German engineering is wonderful. It's a great addition to the world. They're great contributors to the world. They just had that little snippet of time that they fucked up a little bit.
Right.
You fucked up, man. But
there's only certain people.
But hey, everybody's got their mulligan.
People make mistakes.
People make mistakes. We have Donald Trump. He's our mulligan.
Yeah.
He's our mulligan. Americans, we like to give everybody an opportunity. We had Ronald Reagan, the celebrity. We had JFK for a time.
Yeah, for a little bit.
We had JFK, his family, made their money from fucking selling illegal alcohol.
Well, I heard about JFK. He was like, I'm bulletproof, and then he wasn't.
Yeah, he invented the title from the Godsmack song, 40 years in advance.
Yeah.
He's like, you make me feel bulletproof. He's talking to Marilyn Monroe. You make me feel bulletproof, baby.
I don't know. If you
come here, let me get those. Big,
if you read actually about him and all that stuff, he was just a super fucking horn dog, and he just wanted to fuck chicks and.
Dude, his family made money because they sold illegal alcohol during the Prohibition, which is fine. I'm for doing whatever you want to do, bro. I'm cool with that. But then now you're the president. I don't think you know a lot.
No.
And I understand people probably like JFK, but he was a little kooky.
I think it's because he's pretty. That's what
Well, yeah, he was banging the hottest girl at the time, Marilyn Monroe, and he had a wife.
Everybody.
And he had a wife. He was openly banging Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe was a victim.
She would cut the turkey at Thanksgiving. Not him, not his wife. Oh, hey, Marilyn's here. She wants to cut the turkey. Is that okay, dear? Yeah, that's fine. You want to fuck her after dinner, too? Yeah, that's cool. I'll ask Marilyn if she's okay with it. Yeah, you're fucking literally the hottest girl at the time. Marilyn Monroe's the hottest woman on earth at the time, and the president's banging her. Cool, bro. She wanted that presidential cock. That's good money. That's good money. He made his money. His family made his money selling moonshine, so it smelled like whiskey, and it smelled like whiskey and presidential money. That's what it was. Yep. And fun fact, JFK, first presidential tattoo. He had a bald eagle on his balls. His bald eagle, instead of what's it holding? The ivy? Is it holding ivy? Or it's holding the fucking, wheat and fucking money or something. But yeah, the eagle claws, each ball, just holding each ball. Yeah. First presidential tattoo, JFK. Rest in peace.
He's had a crotch tat.
You know what? We should be presidents for Halloween this year. I'll be JFK, which means somebody's got to, you got to bring a bison over so he can butt half my face off.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have one.
Good one.
And you be Marilyn Monroe.
But she's not a president. How can we both be
Marilyn Monroe was as big as you. That was attractive back in the day. We're good.
Marilyn Monroe What are you talking about? As big as me?
Marilyn Monroe was a hog.
No, she was not.
I'm kidding. That was the bee's knees back then. Like, literally the bee's knees. I can't see my knees. Like, that's it. Like, give me that, sweet,
Give me that sweet knee porn.
Give me that sweet thigh.
Come here, baby. Let me see your ankles.
Yeah, like back in the 40s, man. If your girl ate fried chicken 4 out of the 7 days a week, like, that's the hottest piece of ass in town right there.
Yeah.
Like, if she's got gravy dripping onto her cleavage in her fucking tractor pull t-shirt, like, fuck yeah, brother.
Yeah.
That's that Dust Bowl. That's that Dust Bowl vagina right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got enough meat around it to where nothing gets in it.
Yeah, that's that Mary Magdalene vagina right there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Mary Magdalene was in the Dust Bowl? That thing sweep your floor for you, fucking clean your windows. You wouldn't need to use Windex, dude. Self-lubrication.
Gross.
You're good. I was talking to Cheyenne about that episode. What episode was that? 60, 61?
No idea.
We did a news article, a few episodes back. I think it was 61 or 62. I can't remember, but there was this Canadian stripper and Instagram influencer and model from Canada, Mary Magdalene. She has the fattest vagina in the world. So go check that episode out. 61 or 62, I can't remember. And go look at the news article because she has the fattest P word ever. And that thing, we made plenty of good jokes on that, and we're not going to reveal them now because we want you to listen to the episode. And if you listened to it already, listen to it again, because if you want to move through the ranks of this great pig milker army, if you want to move through the ranks of this great pig milker army, and you want to be, second in command to the generals of the pig milkers, then you gotta show your dedication. You got to...
we're starting a cult.
Yep, we're starting a cult. You got to show your dedication. But nobody's going to die, and nobody's going to have sex.
I mean...
So, no sex at all.
I'm not promising anything. On application, you get your commemorative robe. No hoods, because that's bad.
Yeah. And you get a government issue army helmet that says #milk that pig on it.
And a gun that shoots bacon.
Yeah, a gun that shoots cooked bacon.
Right.
Ready cooked bacon, like the cheap shit you get from the Dollar Tree.
But our robes are like a wholesale, or we buy them in bulk, so we all look like Friar Tuck.
Yeah.
Just those big brown burlappy looking things.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable. So wear clothes underneath of it and we're gonna be, we're gonna have to fire Pablo.
We're not a rich cult.
See, we're not a rich cult, but we are a dedicated one.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to fire Pablo because
he works for free.
Yeah, he works for free. But we all still don't need anybody asking any questions. So we're gonna have to fire Pablo. And
he's like, hey, what's up?
We'll just have the pig milker army, do our lawn care while we are inside recording. I bet they'll be a lot quieter or they'll get a thrashing. So, so if you want to move through the ranks, this great pig milker army, this grand, non-cult-ish cult-ish.
We don't have a cult vibe.
We don't have a cult vibe. It's more like a family. It's a friend family. It's family. Yeah. And we have a potluck. And everybody brings a side.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you want to be part of it, by all means.
It's like going to your grandma's house.
It's like going to your grandma's house.
Every weekend.
It's like going to your grandma's house, but our tits do not touch the floor.
Right.
So...
and we don't pinch your cheeks.
We don't pinch your cheeks much.
Ass cheeks.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do some new shit.
We are fucking weird. All right.
You're fucking weird. I'm cool.
Yes.
Did you see the bullshit of those... old people pointing the guns at them.
Holy fucking shit, yes.
Protesters in St. Louis.
I have that fucking article right here, dude. These crazy white suburban people, and they point...
That's their fucking house.
Yeah. Okay, so the mom, or the wife here, is pointing a gun like...
With her finger on the trigger. Yeah. The guy's just kind of standing there.
The guy
is just like... Bitch, what's this?
So the lady is pointing. So the lady is pointing her fucking gun at these protesters like she's like. Okay, so remove the gun. but it's her finger,
right?
And she's pointing it at all these black people that she hates. Like, that is exactly what she's doing. She's like, all you black people, get off of my lawn. That's how she's holding the fucking gun. All loosey-goosey. She ain't got a straight arm. She don't know what to fucking do with that thing. She's just pointing it at her. It might as well be a goddamn spatula.
Hey, it's a 22, so get a bigger gun.
Yeah, it might as well be a fucking spatula. And then the guy is holding his fucking AR-15 under his arm like it's a purse. And he's just standing there like, it wasn't my idea. I swear to God it was hers. I'm so pussy whipped. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Honestly, I don't think they were even loaded because they both weren't even holding them correctly. So
did you see their house? Neither of them know how to hold a fucking gun. No, you don't live in a house like that and you know how to shoot a fucking gun.
You don't come out in a fucking pink shirt and fucking khakis.
Yeah, you don't come out in a pink shirt and white khakis. You don't come out of a house looking like you just played 18 rounds of golf.
And that bitch didn't even live there.
Yeah.
She was a whore that he hired.
Really?
I don't know, maybe. She didn't look rich. I can tell you that. That motherfucker did. She looked like...
Dude just looked like he just came out... Just got done playing 18 rounds of golf.
She looked like that she just came off the street and was like, hey, I got this gat. I'll protect you too.
Yeah, he woke up in the morning, had his Kopi Luwak cat shit coffee, and played 18 rounds of golf, had a $20 salad, and then he came home and pointed his AK-47 at all the protesting peaceful black people. Is what he did. So shout out to all you rich racists out there because you are pieces of fucking trash.
They were going to the mayor's house. Those protesters were going to the mayor's house because they were trying to get her to resign, and those people just lived in that rich fucking neighborhood. And then they thought that they were coming to loot their house, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. They're probably just like, honey, all the colored people are coming after us. We got to get our guns quick.
Yeah.
And that is not my words. That is the words of the people that are pointing the guns. I do not say that fucking word because that is absolutely terrible. So I'm sure all of you people have seen this shit. And if you haven't,
the memes are everywhere.
Yeah.
That lady holding that fucking gun.
It's insane. It's fucking insane. You're the reason why I gotta rewind my tapes at the Blockbuster. It is fucking... So St. Louis homeowner who pulled a gun on protesters walked on his private street. Oh, shit. So this is the dude's house. So it's not the lady. Walked on his private street, said he was in imminent fear they would run me over and kill me. Run him over with what? A car?
I don't know.
I was a person's...
Their video, or their feet, I guess.
Yeah, so I was a person scared... they're gonna trample you because they're normal people. Oh, wait, Larry the Buffalo just got fired from his job at the Wildlife Safari, so we got him now, and he's with the Black Lives Matter movement, and he's gonna trample you. I was a person scared for my life, protecting my wife, my home, my hearth, my livelihood. I was a victim of a mob that came through the gate. I don't even want to say his fucking
They
name.
obviously live in a gated community.
Yeah, they obviously live in a fucking gated community.
McCloskey.
So he said it is ridiculous to consider him the face of opposition to the Black Lives Matter movement after the incident. You pointed your AR-15 like a fucking...
Well, to tell you the truth, he just kind of stood there.
He stood there, but he also pointed it at them.
The bitch was fucking walking around the house.
Because it doesn't matter, because either way, you're still facing the end that goes bang, the deadly end, you're still facing it towards people, which is the number one rule. You always treat it like it's fucking loaded. And he's sitting there carrying it under his arm like it's his handbag.
Yeah.
And pointing it
now,
at
the lady, she was fucking walking around. He's like, hey, like using it as a fucking...
like it's a spatula at a barbecue. Anybody want a burger? Anybody want a burger? Anybody want a burger?
Shaking it like a stick.
Yeah.
Is what she's doing. It's a fucking gun.
So I don't care what color they were. I didn't care what their motivation was. I was frightened. I was assaulted. You were not assaulted. They didn't even come in your fucking yard. You got a gun pointed at them.
They just came in his gated community, and he thought that they were fucking
after him. That's a guilty conscience right there. What you been doing, son?
It makes sense because St. Louis is where that shit happened. So St. Louis has been pretty fucking crazy these past few weeks, so I get why he's scared, but you don't need to do that.
So videos obtained by CNN show the guy with a long rifle and his wife with a handgun outside their St. Louis home around 7:30 p.m. Sunday night. They are seen brandishing the weapons as demonstrators walked outside the home protesting Mayor Lyda Crusen's decision to publish the names and addresses of the people in favor.
Yeah, the mayor whole situation, she shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. But, I don't think these people should be pointing guns at. They're just protesters.
No, stay in your house, call the police like a normal person.
Well, they didn't even need to call the police anyway. They were just marching on our house.
Here's something weird. Why do you have a gun if you live in a gated community?
Why not? Because it's St. Louis.
Well, here's the thing with gun owners. This is not a thing. I'm so glad that, this is not, because we are both gun owners. This is not a thing about guns. It's the people, okay? The only thing more dangerous than a gun is a person that doesn't know how to use a gun that has a gun. And these are these two fucking people, because rule number 1, you always treat it like it's loaded. Rule number 2, you don't point at anything you don't want to die.
Right.
So obviously, they wanted those people to die because they pointed those guns at them. And being afraid for your life is one thing, but when they're not even on your yard, they're not even knocking at your door, they didn't throw nothing at your house, they didn't throw anything at your house, they didn't do anything. They're walking past your house.
Right.
Like a dude walking his fucking Yorkie. Like, you could be walking your fucking Yorkie, and they're gonna come out pointing a fucking gun at your face. Get away from my property. I don't like your dog. Like, it's crazy. That's insane. So fucking insane. But honestly, with all this shit going on, I'm so glad that all these fucknuts are revealing who they really fucking are so they can literally just get put on blast. I'm glad that I'm glad that they're all coming out of the and honestly, we both have known that racism is still a very real thing. Always have. We've always known that it's real. And people that don't think racism and bigotry and discrimination is a real thing, you got another thing coming, because even us being Midwest white kids with all the privilege in the world, in a small town in Indiana, we have still been discriminated against, other white people. It happens to everybody, and it's out there. But now they're all coming out of the woodwork, and what America's seeing is how bad it really is. America's seeing how bad shit really is. But the thing that sucks is it's all happening at once. So it's shocking the entire fucking world, is what it is. And there's racism and bigotry and discrimination everywhere. I mean, we have both dealt with discrimination. We have. In 27 years.
We have.
I have, at least. I've dealt with discrimination, and I was 18 years old at the time. And I'm a white kid in a small town. And I've dealt with that. There's different forms of it. It's not all, nobody's been really racist to me, or anything like that, but I've been discriminated against, in different ways. So,
let's move on. That's
okay. It. Yeah. So basically,
crazy white people got scared.
Yeah, crazy white people in St. Louis got scared, and they got more money than, way more money than the fucking average American. Their house looks like the biggest house I've ever seen. So fuck those people.
Right. All right. So Little Rascal star Bug Hall is arrested for huffing air duster.
Bud Hall.
Bud Hall. Bug, or wait.
Bud or Bug? Like an insect?
Bug. B-U-G.
Bug?
Yeah.
His name's Bug?
Yep. He was Alfalfa, if you didn't know.
No shit.
Yeah. So,
it looks just fucking like him.
Yeah. It says, Bug Hall, who had the lead role in the 90s Little Rascals movie, was arrested over the weekend in Texas at a hotel where cops responded to a possible OD wellness call. I guess people hadn't heard from him in a while. And whenever they showed up to do like a wellness check to see if, I guess he was experiencing some hard times like, everybody is, they showed up to his hotel or his house. People aren't really sure. To check in on him, they opened the door and they just saw a ton of air duster cans, like dozens and dozens of air duster cans. And he just answered the door, and I don't know if he was, cognizant or fucked up or what. And then they ended up arresting him for a misdemeanor possession for inhaling a volatile chemical. So that's what Alfalfa's doing today.
You know why he's doing all that air duster, right? Because he wants to forget his fucking name is Bug. His real name's Brandon, but what the fuck kind of nickname is Bug? What's up, Bug? Bug Hall. What kind of bug are you? You a ladybug? You a spider bug? You a
spider bug?
You centipede bug? You a beetle bug? What kind of bug are you? You a worm bug?
Yeah. So that's what Alfalfa's doing. He's not a part of the Woman Haters Club now. He's a part of the Air Duster Club.
Yep. So
pick a better drug.
Yeah. Pick a better drug, you fucking pussy.
He's been in all kinds of movies still.
Well, he's a twat, so only twats do air duster.
Right.
Pick a better drug.
So we can keep going on the whole Nazi type of thing here. So a couple found a pepperoni swastika.
God damn it, I had that one too.
A pepperoni swastika in their pizza.
Which is, not a form of artistic expression.
No, it's definitely not. Especially at like a Little fucking Caesars.
Is that what I was at?
Yeah, I was at
Bro, you don't even get paid enough to be that creative.
So, Little Caesars...
Hold on, I got a video right here.
I mean, I have one too.
Oh, that's not it.
What the fuck?
This is an ad.
Sorry. I know. Don't even worry about it. So Little Caesars fired 2 employees after a couple found a swastika made of pepperoni in their pizza. So in Ohio, a couple say that they were shocked and disappointed. Oh yeah, you were disappointed. So
here's what you should be disappointed in. You're eating Little Caesars. But no, I can't say that because I genuinely...
We lived on Little Caesars in college.
Honestly, I genuinely think the Little Caesars for the price is actually a decent pizza.
$5.
I would not wipe my ass with Papa John's, but I genuinely think Little Caesars is actually a decent pizza.
Yeah, it says when they opened their ready-to-made pizza to see the pepperonis arranged in the shape of a reverse swastika Saturday. Yeah, I guess it is.
Reverse swastika?
Yeah, they did it backwards.
Doesn't that mean a different thing then?
It says things like this keep happening and keep hate alive in this world. I don't know what it means, but it says that the mother was on her way home to her in-laws' house when she stopped to pick up dinner for the family. When she grabbed a hot and ready pizza from the warmer at Little Caesars in Ohio, about 14 miles south of Cleveland. She got home and got ready to dig into it.
This was just a hot and ready, dude. Like, he's passing them out. Like, he's passing them out on all of them.
I think he was just having fun.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. You know why it was backwards? Because the dumb fuck works at fucking Little Caesars. He don't know which way the goddamn swastika goes.
It's not a swastika. It's a pinwheel.
It's a fucking pinwheel, bro. Like, it's the Norse sign for I'm having a good time.
All you needed was, 6 more pepperonis, and it could have just been 4 squares.
Yeah. Seriously. You'd be like, it's actually the Norse god sign of a good time, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
But it says here we were literally silent for a few moments after she opened it.
Did they eat the pizza?
Probably. She took a picture of it first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you gotta put it to the gram, bro. You gotta have it on the gram first, then you eat it.
Yeah, I said she tried to call this store, but it was after closing time whenever she called them. So she posted it on social media with anger and all this stuff. And then the 2 employees admitted to the responsibility and then were immediately terminated. The Little Caesar Enterprise.
See? That's how fucking stupid they are because it took 2 of them to make it and they still got it wrong.
Right. And then what is she? The Little Caesar Enterprise spokesperson. So she's the spokesperson of Little Caesar said that, we're a zero tolerance racism and discrimination and all this stuff. So I'd say the people were white and I'd say they were just trying to have some fun, but right now is not the time to do it.
No. Actually,
put a heart or a penis or something like that. You've probably still gotten fired, but
Little Caesars is actually changing the name to Little Hitlers. Hello, welcome to Little Hitler.
They're just putting some black hair and a little tiny mustache.
Yeah. You get free swastika in your pepperoni, yay!
Come to Hitler's.
Come to Hitler's for your free pizza.
Sauerkraut sauce.
Sauerkraut sauce.
Yeah.
The new sauerkraut pizza, the new Zig Heil. The new Zig Heil is the new sandwich. It has pepperoni, banana peppers, people.
My favorite sardines.
It has people. We're fucking weird.
Free hate the Jews napkin in every box.
Free hate the Jews napkin. Holy shit. If he, honestly, I think that if, I really think that Hitler would have been, like, really beneficial to Germany if he wasn't such a fucking crazy bastard.
Like, if he believed in, like, equality.
if he didn't,
if he just did a 180, if he was gay, he would be great.
Yeah. If Hitler was gay, he would be probably one of the coolest gay people to ever have lived.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, one of the most influential gay people.
He'd be like
lived.
the male Ellen.
Yeah, literally. Like, he'd be bigger than Ellen because it would be the Hitler show.
Yeah. If he just didn't want, blonde-haired, blue-eyed people to run the world and just wanted everybody to be equal.
And what's weird is he had brown hair. He was a brunette.
Oh, whatever.
No, he was a brunette, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the weird thing. Yeah, like if he just did heroin in his high-rise Hollywood apartment and, just fucking did a Daily Show.
If he just focused on...
Did a Daily Show like once a year.
If he just focused on bringing people together. Well, he kind of did that. But bringing people together...
He brought people together to murder other people.
A better cause. He would have been perfect.
Yeah, he would have been... Yeah. Hitler for 46.
He would be like... He would have a statue somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
So,
honestly. So, where do we want to go here?
Let's do... do you have some short ones? Let's fire through them.
Yeah, actually, I have some fun stuff for you. I have... excuse me. So, what we have here is... so, a plane is forced to make an emergency landing after a woman breaks window. So, a plane was forced to make an emergency landing after an intoxicated passenger broke one of the aircraft's windows mid...
That shit's hard, because it's
mid-flight. It's like double pane bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
Or something crazy. I think it's bulletproof. It's bulletproof. It's pretty fucking thick.
I know it's like an inch thick on each side.
The gap, it's got like an inch gap between each window.
Who's letting this bitch just headbutt the fucking window?
I don't know. So the plane was bound for the coastal city of Yangcheng in the Jiangsu province of East China. However, after Miss Lee broke a window with a single drunken punch. So
whatever.
So not only
it's a Chinese plane.
So not only is this a tiny little Asian girl, tiny little Chinese girl, but she's also
the Hulk.
She's also a black belt in being a fucking drunken badass. So with a single drunken punch, the pilot had to make an unscheduled emergency stop at another airport, which is in the capital city of Hainan province in central China. So, let's see. So, airport authorities said Miss Lee had lost control of her emotions, with footage of the incident showing her crying in her seat while cabin crew and fellow passengers attempt to restrain her. My Tinder date just didn't fucking work. He was such a dick and he made me pay. God damn it. And then now the plane's gotta fucking land. Because if it doesn't and the window breaks, we're all gonna get sucked down to the fucking ether.
She's a fucking badass. So the police drank, she said, half a liter of Chinese grain alcohol.
Which is rice liquor, so basically probably
between 35 to 60% before... And it said before the
flight... Or I guess it's
flight,
Chinese grain alcohol.
Yeah,
so.
It said before the flight, she had been reportedly dumped by her lover.
Fucking told you. Fucking told you, man. He made her pay for dinner and everything.
So she got dumped, and then she decided to go get fucked up. And then she got pissed.
So half a liter in quarts is... that's only half a quart. So she drank a pint, basically. But she probably weighs like 90 pounds. Yeah. So she drank a pint of... which is... Chinese grain alcohol is...
it's rice liquor, basically.
35 to 60%. So she basically drank a pint of vodka straight with no chaser.
Yeah. She's a hard motherfucker.
She is a hard motherfucker. And she punched... Look at the window.
Damn.
She spired that fucking thing. She's like, gosh dang it, man. I can't believe he fucking dumped me.
It says she drank 250 milliliter bottles. That's a lot. Because 750. So she drank 3/4 of a fifth. What American fifth. Because 750 is a fifth.
In ounces. Let me do that to ounces. I don't know fucking.
So she drank 2 pints of liquor.
She drank 16 ounces of liquor.
250 milliliters. All right, 500 milliliters.
She drank roughly a little over 17 ounces of liquor. That's a cup. That's 500 milliliters. That's 2 cups.
Huh.
Or, that's 2 cups. 2 cups of liquor. So 17 ounces of liquor, so take 2 cups. So take a pint glass of beer, but replace it with 60% grain alcohol, and you just drink that straight like a fucking like a madman.
Yeah, it says before boarding she began crying and punching the window next to her, cracking the first layer with the video footage showing the flight attendants attempting to move her.
And then I watched the video. It took 3 of these flight attendants to fucking keep her from punching it again.
Yeah, but also who gives somebody fucking 3/4 of a fifth of alcohol?
I think she drank it like at the bar or something.
No,
like, give me a shot.
Maybe, I don't know.
Give me a shot. My boyfriend's a dick. Give me a shot. So Miss Lee was arrested for a public order offense and detained with the police, saying her blood alcohol content measured at 160 milligrams over 100 milliliters, which I don't know. They do their measurements different. 160 milligrams. I think that's a lot.
Just the BA?
Yeah, their blood alcohol content.
Huh. But the police said that it says it's also unclear what she will face, but she may begin being blacklisted by the China's Civil Aviation Authority as a further punishment.
Okay, Okay, so milligrams. There's a 160 over 100. So I've got a...
She was fucked.
Yeah, she was fucking...
And besides,
plastered.
like when you're in a plane, you get drunker. So, because of the high altitude, you get more fucked up.
Okay, so 160 milligrams per milliliter equals 160 grams per... I don't think that's right.
Let's just move on and say she was fucked.
Yeah, she was fucked up hardcore, man.
Right. Next one.
She punched a fucking plane window.
Yeah. She just cracked the first layer.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? No, we'll do that one later. Okay, I got this one. Okay, so have you seen the new cologne that came out recently? So NASA created a secret perfume.
I did.
Yeah. So NASA created a secret perfume that smells like space. They use it to help astronauts get acclimated to being in the space station.
Yeah, because I guess space has its own smell.
Yeah. So it is called Eau de Space, and it contains notes of gunpowder, smoke, and rum. So space smells like your English grandfather's asshole. It smells like gunpowder and rum. I don't know why it smells like gunpowder, but maybe granddad likes a little kick in the butt every now and again. So it's basically used to acclimate people to space, and they're kind of selling it.
They are selling it.
Yeah, so if you want to smell like Elon Musk's brain, then go buy this cologne. So I have a poll for you, Ryan. Some fun stuff. So some men admit to wearing some admit to wearing their underwear for more than 20 years. So how long have you kept your oldest pair of underwear? Let's start off with this. How many holes do your underwear have to where you finally get rid of them?
I actually just replaced all of my underwear. Because...
How raggedy were they?
Well, when you have when the crotch is completely blown out of them and your balls just hang down and scratch denim all day, it's not a fun thing.
Seriously?
Yeah, like
Jesus, man,
when you
have money, you don't have to wear rags.
When you like froth out your underwear,
fuck?
like you flop.
It's like wind. It's like aerodynamic.
When you get ready to put your underwear on and you like look down, you open it up and look down inside of it, and there's just a hole where your balls sit.
See floor.
Yeah, you see floor. That's when you should throw it away.
So, how long have you kept your longest pair of underwear? Is it less than a year?
I would say, I don't know. Maybe there's probably some that have been 4+ years, but I would say 1 to 3.
1 to 3, your longest pair.
But the thing is, like, they say you should replace it like every couple years because they start to stink after a while.
Right. I'm fucking gross, so I can remember a time when I was bigger, 4 years ago when I was bigger, I had underwear that I had brought to both times I went to college. So that's a total of about 4 years.
Yeah.
So I would say I did 4 years. So 50% said 1 to 3. And with me doing 4 years plus, I 24%. And then
7% said I go commando.
Yeah, 7% I go commando, which are crazy mad.
I have done that one. I have gone commando a couple times, and it's all right every once in a while, but not all the time. I gotta have a layer in between there.
Oh yeah, I agree. There's just something that freaks me out because I can feel the inseam of my jeans on my balls, and it's not a good feeling for me.
I'm not. It's not pleasant. I'm not a big fan.
So do we got time for?
Yeah, we got time.
Okay, so let's see. We'll do this one. So 3 people died and 1 is permanently blind after drinking hand sanitizer in New Mexico.
Yeah, that'll happen.
This is a New Mexican tequila sunrise. It is available all year round.
2 pumps of hand sanitizer.
Only 2 pumps of hand sanitizer, and then we have the alternative sugar-free for all you people that are watching your waistline. So an additional 3 people are in critical condition according to the New Mexico Department of Health. It said all 7 people drank hand sanitizer containing methanol. By the way, methanol is highly toxic to people. I
saw this because I was trying to tell you and Mom about it because they have all this. They have this not this recall, but this stuff saying that some hand sanitizers are unsafe and could be absorbed through the skin. But the thing is, when they came out with this article, it's because people were drinking it. Oh. Because it had wood alcohol and that methanol and shit in it, which it can be poisonous absorbed through the skin. But the reason they came out with this is because people were drinking it.
So the cases were reported to New Mexico.
Don't fucking drink it.
Don't drink. Don't please.
I'll send you 10 bucks to buy a fucking handle of some kinchaka.
Please, people. If you listen to this podcast, we love all of our listeners. We support all your endeavors, but don't be fucking lip idiots. Like, don't be a dum-dum. Yeah. Don't be fucking stupid. We respect you. We respect what you want to do with your lives and your time on this earth and all the stuff you want to do, but don't be a dummy because we are the human race and we're not fucking that dumb. Right. But we are.
But like, you can buy...
We are, but we shouldn't be.
You can buy a half gallon of shitty vodka for $10 or $11.
And all you do is mix that with aloe vera gel, and you make your own fucking hand sanitizer, guys.
Yeah.
You could have hand sanitizer for a fucking year. You can keep it in the Kinchaka bottle. Be cool. Yep. You know, get a fucking squirt pump. Get a big pump for it.
They sell them.
I am one of those people. I almost consider my favorite everyday hot sauce is Cholula. If you don't like Cholula, then fuck you. You know it's good because it's got a wood cap. So I almost consider buying a half gallon of Cholula at one time and buying a pump for it and just keeping it in my kitchen year round in case I, want something spicy.
What I saw is like a DIY thing. They took like a Jack Daniels bottle and filled it full of soap and then put a pump in it. And it's just like a Jack Daniels.
You are a redneck. So the cases were reported...
Any bottle.
so the cases were reported to the New Mexico Poison Control over several weeks in May and are related to alcoholism, health officials said. So, not to mention, these people are alcoholics and they cannot afford their alcohol. So, they're like, hey man, let's just drink the man.
Got plenty of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, bro. It's not like we can't make any money on the street or nothing. And buy dollar shooters.
And then they got poisoned.
So, They did not provide any additional details on the victims or where the incidents happened. Some people have been known to use hand sanitizer to get intoxicated due to its alcohol content. Before the pandemic, hand sanitizer was banned in most prisons based on fears that inmates would drink it or use it to start fires. But the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have recommended that facilities consider relaxing restrictions on alcohol-based sanitizers to help combat coronavirus. Don't you know, man? Henry's like hooch, way better than hand sanitizer shit, man. And all you need is an orange, some ketchup, some honey, some vinegar, some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of urine, and just to give it a little bit of tang, and it's perfect, man. Perfect for a mid-cell party, and you can bring all your friends. You can bring Rhonda, he used to be Ron, and there's Dave with his mop wife, and he can bring his wife that's a mop. It's weird, but I like Dave. He's a nice guy. So just bring everybody to the block, and we'll have a huge party with the prison hooch. And so Henry has like used this unique urine. He ate only dessert for 3 weeks, and he gave me all of his food. So it's super sweet and it tastes wonderful. It's like a brownie. I'm fucking weird.
Yeah, I fucking know.
So this week, the Food and Drug Administration urged people not to use hand sanitizer products manufactured by Escobiachem S.A. I can't pronounce the name. To the potential...
It's S-Biochem.
Oh, S-Biochem. S-Biochem. I can't fucking say that. So, due to the potential presence of toxic chemicals. So, just... be weary of your hand sanitizer brands. Don't buy
Everybody's making it now. So.
Yeah, don't buy these brands. I've seen these one brands of hand sanitizer in stores, and I look at them like, I've never fucking seen that before, and it stinks.
Right.
It stinks really bad. And it just makes me think, I've never fucking seen this brand before. I'm not going to use... I used it one time, and it made my hands... Literally, it stinks. I was like, hand sanitizer is not supposed to smell like that. It's supposed to smell literally like just like alcohol.
Right.
Like you take rubbing alcohol and you put it on your skin. That's basically it. That's what it's supposed to smell like. It's not supposed to smell like a chemical. So if you see a hand sanitizer in a store, just wait till you get out. Always keep it in your car. That's what I do. Or keep it in your purse or your pocket or something. But just use your own. Don't use the stores. Because if you've never seen the fucking brand before, you don't want to use it. Because you can't trust Big Lots on, health and safety measure. You can go get your furniture from there, but you can't fucking count on them to give you hand sanitizer. But, so it's exposure to significant amounts of methanol can result in nausea, vomiting, headache, blurred vision, permanent blindness, seizures, coma, permanent damage to the nervous system, or death. And in this case, 3 deaths. And one dude's Ray Charles now, but he's an alcoholic, so he can't play the piano unless he has at least 4 shots of hard liquor. And then we bring, Miss Lee over, and she punches the window out of everybody's car in the parking lot.
He's blind, but he's happy.
It's a whole trio, or it's a whole quartet. You got me and Ryan singing. You got Ray, the alcoholic hand sanitizer drinker. You got to give him 4 shots of hard drain liquor before he plays the song. And you got Miss Lee out in the parking lot punching out all your windows and stealing all your shit.
Yeah.
It's a whole fucking scheme going. So if you think you may have used or consumed hand sanitizer, why is that even in this? Why is that even in this?
That's what you happen when you fucking get on CNN.
That is not it. This is the secretary, New Mexico Health Secretary. This is not CNN. It's the New Mexico Health Secretary.
You think you may have consumed? You didn't, or you fucking didn't?
This is not CNN. This is New Mexico Health Secretary that said this. The reason why she's saying this, the secretary is saying this of the New Mexico Health, is because people are fucking morons, and you have to say, and you say, don't touch that door. Okay, I'm going to be back in an hour. Don't touch that door. You can go to the rest of the house. Just don't touch that door. What do? Touch the door.
Yeah.
They touch the fucking door. And then the door kills them because the door is a bear. So, I mean, They're fucking idiots. They're fucking idiots. People are morons. But nobody listening to this podcast is a moron because you're all smart motherfuckers because you listen to this podcast.
That door had fresh paint on it.
Yeah.
You touched it.
Yeah, you touched it. It was a fucking bear, okay? So if you think you may have used or consumed hand sanitizer containing methanol, please seek medical care. New Mexico Health Secretary Kathy Kunkel said in a statement. An antidote to methanol poisoning is available, but the earlier someone gets treated for methanol poisoning, the better the chance of recovery. So also she's stating that hand sanitizer containing methanol, if you have used it on your skin, that's the chemical that can actually soak in your skin. So please, guys, buy your trusted hand sanitizer brands. I know this time everybody's out. Buy your trusted hand sanitizer brands. Flip it around. Look at the ingredients. If it doesn't say that and it's a weird brand, just don't use it. Use a brand that you used back in fucking January, like before all this happened. Don't buy some new random brand at Dollar General and it says, you know, totally awesome hand sanitizer, you know, cleans your mouth.
Yeah, because a lot of people just use it to make money.
Because, it cleans 99.9% of the bacteria inside your body.
Right.
So, just use a trusted brand, guys. Don't be dumb. Be smart. You listen to this podcast, so you're obviously smart.
Right. Well, that's the episode, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for telling a friend. If you did, cool. You can send us an email at thecummcast@gmail.com. We will always appreciate it. Thanks for the support. We love you guys. Stay safe. Be careful out there. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Don't take any motherfucking shit. And let's get the fuck out of here.
Thank you for being a friend. Hey, hey. Thank you for listening. Hey, hey. That actually sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much. Have a great and safe week. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Shout out to all the veterans out there. We love you. Thank you so much for your service.
Fuck Hitler.
And thank you for everybody out there that is making this world a better place. Fuck Hitler. He does not deserve to have his own little Caesars.
Right.
Now, everybody go get yourself some fucking White Russian Java Porter from Crown Brewing Co. because it's fucking awesome and it's going to be a sweet fucking treat because it's going to bring the room together on this 4th of July. Everybody have a safe and blessed time. And remember, as always, much love from the Cummcast. And when life gets hard and when life gets you down, milk that motherfucking pig, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.
And non-binary folks. Love the fuck out of you guys. We out.